All successful journeys begin with a dream. And not long ago in India, there were dreams. Dreams of people who had ideas but had no understanding of how to make it happen.
I dream of making biotech research easier and quicker to do. But where do I go to commercialize my idea?
मेरा एक बड़ा सपना है जिस पे मैं काम कर रहा हूँ, वो एंटी कैंसर ड्रग को लेकर है, जो कि बहुत सारे लोगों की जान बचा सकता है।
I'm a researcher who study epigenetics and all these mechanisms. But if I feel, so I've found during my research that there are some interesting things that I would like to get public to know. I would like the common public to have an advantage of it. But how do I do it?
I want to develop some technique or drugs which will be able to help those people who are suffering from this dust allergy.
अब जब मैं बेसिक रिसर्च कर रहा हूँ तो मुझे ये नहीं पता कि मेरे रिसर्च का इम्पैक्ट पब्लिक तक कैसे ले जाया जाए, कैसे मार्केट किया जाए।
Dreams of entrepreneurs bursting with new plans but without a roadmap to make it a success. For some, seed money was an issue, and for some, institutional support was a challenge. And so, some dreams faded away before they saw the big bright dawn. And then, Startup India happened. An initiative that not only supported new entrepreneurial dreams, but gave wings to new ideas, handheld them for support all the way to the market and gave life to what could have been just another dream. Startup India, a billion dreams at work. India has a very young population. More than 50% of its people are below the age of 25 years, making it a country of young, energetic workforce. And young minds are always bursting with ideas. Today, those ideas have every chance to take wings and become reality. All thanks to a new initiative by the Government of India called Startup India.
In the Startup India program, the emphasis was on innovation. In fact, as per the definition of startups, there has to be an element of innovation in the startups. Now, we have in the department promoted around 50 technology business incubators in this last 4 years. And in these 50 technology business incubators, we have close to about 1,500 startups which are located in these incubators. In total, we have a total of about 140 technology business incubators, in which anything between 3,500 to 4,000 startups are resident at any given point of time.
India's enviable talent pool owes a lot to the scientific temper of its people as well as the technological knowledge capital of its young workforce. Innovation always accompanies breakthrough ideas in science and technology. Nurturing this talent pool is the Ministry of Science and Technology, a pivotal arm of the Government of India that invests in science projects relevant to national needs and shaping the technology of the future. Driving these initiatives are the Ministry's key departments including Council of Scientific and Industrial Research (CSIR), the Department of Science and Technology (DST), and Department of Biotechnology (DBT). Together, these organizations are at the forefront of fostering and nurturing scientific research and innovation by supporting new science and technology startup initiatives. So, how does a startup ecosystem work? It all starts with that one big idea that becomes a game changer for the industry. Once the idea is firmed up and is approved for further development, the next stage is the prototype of how your business will work. Next is the incubation period where incubation centers come into play. Incubation, as the name suggests, is the period in between your nascent idea and a full-scale commercial marketing of that business idea. It is in the incubation centers that help startups grow. They are collaborative programs which help people solve problems associated with launching a startup by providing a space to work, seed funding, mentoring, training, and other benefits.
Venture Center or Entrepreneurship Development Center has been part of NCL Innovation Park for close to a decade now. It has 60 startup entrepreneurship companies who are covering various areas in the innovation of healthcare, energy, pharmaceuticals, biotech. The Venture Center not only provides a hosting space to these startup companies which are run by young scientists, fresh PhDs, and even senior scientists and professors, but also provides hand-holding in the areas of finance, legal, management, as well as regulatory matters in the specific domain in which they are working.
In 2016, DST launched Nidhi, National Initiative for Development and Harnessing Innovation, an umbrella program for nurturing ideas and innovations into successful startups. In a move that will go a long way in promoting the ambitious startup dream. So, what is Nidhi all about? It is a program that focuses on the youth, always a fountainhead of new and innovative ideas, and encourages them to be a part of a seamless and innovation-driven entrepreneurial ecosystem. By providing technological solutions, the program targets creating new avenues for wealth and job creation for the youth.
We have developed the Smart Scope prototype in the Venture Center, and we have brought it to a level now where it can be taken to the rural health centers. We have had our clinical trials at various hospitals, including Tata Memorial Center.
घर में जब टेबल पे जो वेजिटेबल्स फ्रूट्स आते हैं जो हम खाते हैं तो उसमें पेस्टिसाइड रह ही जाता है। मेरा जो बायोसर्फेक्टेंट का सॉल्यूशन है उसमें डाल दिया, उसमें खाली 1 मिनट के लिए फ्रूट्स को डाल दिए तो अच्छे आश्चर्य की बात हमें पता चल रही है कि अरे ऑलमोस्ट 99% पेस्टिसाइड निकल गए हैं। तो इसीलिए हमने वो सॉल्यूशन बनाया और दिखा दिया कि वो रिमूव करता है। और उसके बाद जब हमने प्रेजेंटेशन दिया और उसके बाद हमको फंडिंग मिल गया। हमारे कंपनी का नाम ग्रीन पिरामिड बायोटेक प्राइवेट लिमिटेड, और वहाँ हम सॉल्यूशन बनाते हैं और हमारा सॉल्यूशन अभी मार्केट में भी आ गया है।
We in our country, one of our major asset is young people. That is how we are actually one of the strongest country in the world. But it also puts a big responsibility that what these young people will do. And employment is one of the issues which is discussed in all the fora. And entrepreneurship is one thing where young people, bright people can make their own industry, make their own business, their own enterprise, and instead of looking for the job, they provide the job.
Nidhi handholds the entrepreneur from the idea stage all the way to the market. The first is Prayas, promoting and accelerating youth and aspiring innovators and startups. That supports innovators to build prototypes of their ideas by providing a grant up to ₹10 lakhs. The final component is the seed support system, which provides up to ₹1 crore per startup and is implemented through technology business incubators. At the last count, more than 100 technology business incubators have been established in academic and R&D institutions of India, including IITs, IIMs, NITs, among others. Each of these incubators is focused on a technology domain, and all of these combined together house more than 2,000 startups currently and offer a total incubation space of approximately 7 lakh square feet. The National Innovation Foundation, NIF, a pivotal arm of DST, was set up with an aim to strengthen the grassroots technological innovations and outstanding traditional knowledge. NIF Scouts supports and help innovators and knowledge holders get due recognition, respect and reward for their innovations. The DST has networked and reached out to large corporates and multinationals like Intel, Lockheed Martin, Texas Instruments and Boeing to initiate various technology-driven and innovation-based programs to promote startups.
Living in Delhi, it was not very difficult for me to realize the serious problem of air pollution, and I realized that my lungs are going to be blackened very soon and I am going to get respiratory diseases. And hence, we try to look towards the solution which are available in the market. But these solutions are not very easy to use, especially the full face mask, which covers your entire face and create problems like fogging of glasses, warming of cheek and heating. So we try to come up with a solution which do not cover the whole face, but at the same time protects you from air pollution. And hence, we developed nasofilters. Nasofilters is a nano-respiratory disposable nasal filter which sticks to your nasal orifice and protects you from air pollution. This was not only very high efficient product, but at the same time it was biosafe, which means it was biocompatible and biodegradable, because of which we received National Startup Award from President of India in 2017. Our vision is that the basic necessity of healthcare is available to each and all the individual at a very affordable price.
Biotechnology Industry Research Assistance Council is an arm of the Department of Biotechnology that is driving biotech startup ideas. BioNest is an incubation system by BIRAC. 31 bio incubators creating a cumulative area of more than 3,50,000 square feet for budding entrepreneurs. Apart from providing incubation space for startups and entrepreneurs, it connects industry and academia for a free exchange of knowledge and facilitates technical and business mentorship. It also helps in legal issues, resource mobilization, and provides a networking platform. Sparsh, or Social Innovation Program for Products, affordable and relevant to social health, is another path-breaking program. The sole aim of the scheme is to encourage ideas and innovations that promotes healthcare among Indians and explore developing affordable products in the social sector. Specifically targeting the social innovators in biotech, the program will provide financial and technical support for developing co-effective healthcare solutions to all strata of the society, especially the vulnerable.
While I was working for various startups, I always felt I should have my own startup, and I wanted to build a product that would be really useful for the people around me. We came to NCL Venture Center in order to seek their guidance and also perhaps help us find some amount of funding to get us started on our business. Initially we had thought that we'll bring medical diagnostics to rural India. They said that what you have as an idea can be made into a much more usable format. It can be made into a good product. So we received funding through Sparsh scheme and IIPME scheme, which is also jointly funded by Ministry of Information and Technology. So these two funds actually helped us shape our idea into a product over the last almost 4.5–5 years. So we got funds to develop the software platform, we got funds to develop the device that we are now starting to sell.
One of the success startup story is that of Virpaksha Life Sciences.
I was always interested in the translational research while I was doing my postdoctoral work at CCMB. So that's what pushed me to think about having a startup of my own where I could do the research that I am so much deeply involved in and take it to the translational level. And so anybody who thinks of a startup is like, the first thing has to be the finance that comes into mind, because without the money nothing can be taken forward. So we did find good partners who believed in our idea and we were financed. So that's how our journey of entrepreneurship started.
BioPrime Agri Solutions was awarded the prestigious Biotechnology Ignition Grant.
We were supported by BIRAC for developing the first prototype or commercialization of the technology. This was done through seed fund. So the products that we have here are based on a technology called Sniper that we have developed. Sniper essentially utilizes plant communication system and uses that to mitigate stress or climate change effect into the plants. It is very precise and rapid acting, so farmer adoption of this technology is better and faster as opposed to the current biological products that are there into the market.
The culture of nurturing startups continues with the other organizations under the Ministry of Science and Technology. Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, through its 38+ research labs, have led the way in fostering and nurturing startups. They have developed indigenous technologies and then transfers the technology to startups who take it to the commercial market. National Chemical Laboratory Pune is home to Venture Center.
Venture Center is India's top inventive enterprises incubator. The R&D which is being done in publicly funded institutions to build startups based on that R&D. It's called the Lab to Market program. We are primarily focused on products and especially we operate in the manufacturing sector. We help startups in a variety of different ways. First and foremost, we are a supportive environment for some of these startups. Many of these entrepreneurs are on very lonely journeys where they're promoting ideas which are very early and there aren't too many believers. We are also home to a very strong peer-to-peer network where entrepreneurs can reach out to other entrepreneurs, seek advice and gain from their experiences, and also a mentoring network where many experienced entrepreneurs are participating in mentoring activities.
Venture Center invests in a rich and supportive ecosystem for inventive startups that lean more towards healthcare, agro, energy and environment. Among the in-house facilities that the organization offers is a tinkering lab for prototyping and an IP facilitation center with a patent agent in-house. Very significant as the new innovations need to be protected with international patents for the product. At the Center for Cellular and Molecular Biology, CCMB in Hyderabad, is the Atal Innovation Center, established under the Atal Innovation Mission, AIM, and Niti Aayog. What the center offers is industry standard equipment and operating facilities and expert mentors for startups to make ventures sustainable and scalable.
Scholars or the students that come out of these institutes don't look at entrepreneurship as a career option. So to look at these needs and fill these gaps, what at CCMB we have done is created we applied for a grant from Niti Aayog under a scheme called Atal Incubation Centers, and we established the center a year and a half ago. And the purpose of this center is to provide, first thing is infrastructure, and the second thing is a kind of a system of mentors and advisors. Basically, we try to remove a mental block in becoming an entrepreneurship, because scientists look at business as something that is not something very natural to them, and so that leads to a kind of hesitation and kind of withdrawal from this kind of path. So our job is to look at, scout for these ideas among the research centers and encourage them to look at in this direction of entrepreneurship, and in fact in a way so that they don't have to come away from their research labs, but at the same time create an enterprise which might lead to a technology that might benefit the society.
Another CSIR organization, the Indian Institute of Chemical Technology, IICT, Hyderabad, is at the forefront of developing innovative technologies. The technology is then transferred to startups who then use them to launch, sustain and grow their new businesses.
I am the founder of Altheon, a Hyderabad-based startup company. So the mission of Altheon is to replace the current 70 to 80% of imports in healthcare and medical equipment with products that are made in India for India. About a year ago, I was scouting for an ultra-pure water technology for biotech, pharma and medical industry when I met Dr. Sridhar's excellent team at IICT. So we licensed this technology and further developed it as a commercial product and are now marketing it.
Today, there are happy case studies of startups that have begun well and are on course for a successful commercial launch. Here are some of the case studies. Futuristic is a startup that focuses on something that is close to everyone's heart: sustainable development. They use crop waste that is generated every year to provide eco-friendly alternatives to paper and furniture industries.
इस फेलोशिप में 6 महीने स्टार्टिंग के हम लोगों के इमर्शंस हुए थे, जहाँ पे हम देश भर में अलग अलग लोगों से मिले, स्पेशली किसानों से मिले, किसानों की समस्याएं जानी कि वो क्यों क्रॉप स्टबल को जलाते हैं। इसलिए सबसे ज़्यादा ज़रूरी यहाँ पे ये था कि हम किसानों को एक वैल्यू दें जिससे वो क्रॉप स्टबल को जलाएं नहीं, बल्कि वो हमें बेच सकें और उससे हम कुछ प्रोडक्ट्स बना सकें। हम लोग मस्टर्ड के स्टॉक्स पे अभी काम कर रहे हैं, एटमॉस्फेरिक कंडीशन पे कुकिंग करते हैं। बायोमास को जब कुक करके जब पल्प बनता है तो उसको हम लोग स्टर करते हैं, उसके बाद हम पल्प को बीट करते हैं। इस तरह की हमें एक शीट मिलती है जिसमें हमने कोई भी केमिकल नहीं यूज़ किया है और जो भी हम लोग सॉल्वेंट यूज़ करते हैं वो रिसर्कुलेटेड हो सकता है पेपर मिल में, जिससे वाटर पोल्यूशन नहीं हो पाएगा। और एक अच्छी चीज़ ये भी है कि फार्मर्स को तो हम हेल्प कर ही रहे हैं उनका स्ट्रॉ मैनेज करने में, बट हम लोग एनवायरनमेंट को भी हेल्प कर रहे हैं क्योंकि हम फॉर्मेल्डिहाइड फ्री एडिसिव बना रहे हैं जो हेल्दियर एनवायरनमेंट्स को प्रमोट कर सकें। तीसरी चीज़ ये है कि हम ट्रीज़ भी बचा रहे हैं, हम लोग डिफॉरेस्टेशन को भी रिड्यूस करने में कोशिश कर रहे हैं बाय यूजिंग क्रॉप स्ट्रॉ। तो अगर हम देखें कि हम लोग एक जो प्रॉब्लम है क्रॉप स्ट्रॉ की, हम वो एक प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, वो हमारे लिए वेल्थ है जिसे अभी जलाया जा रहा है, बट उसके कितने सारे उपयोग हो सकते हैं अगर हम वहाँ थोड़ा सा साइंस, थोड़ी सी केमिस्ट्री अगर लगा सकें।
Startoon Labs is an inventive startup that is into manufacturing the world's first smart physiotherapy kit called Fizi. It's a smart wearable device that will track post-operative care in orthopedics and physiotherapy.
Startoon Labs is basically 1 year old and it was a bootstrap company. We did good amount of market research, we met lots of doctors, we went to hospitals and finally reached at the problem statement where we decided this is the problem that needs to be solved. That is how our product Fizi was born.
We have built the product Fizi. Fizi is a wearable device which tracks and monitors the recovery process of physiotherapy patients. So let's say the person has undergone a fracture or a surgery and needs to take physiotherapy sessions for about 3 weeks to 6 weeks. So this device will help the physiotherapist, the surgeon as well as the patient to keep track of the recovery progress and also tell them whether they are doing the exercises well or not.
And so, dreams set out to be realized. If you have a dream, Startup India will show you the way to make it happen.
तो अब हमें पता है कि हमें हमारी रिसर्च को पब्लिक तक कैसे लेके जाना है।
स्टार्टअप इंडिया, डीबीटी और डीएसटी जैसी एजेंसीज हमारे आइडियाज को पब्लिक तक ले जाने के लिए इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर उपलब्ध करवा रहे हैं।
So now we can follow our dreams.
Startup India has given wings to new ideas that have hitherto been just an idea in the realms of imagination. Today, a newbie entrepreneur with an innovative business idea does not have to go from pillar to post to bring his idea to the market. If the idea is a standout one, Startup India is there to support him or her. And thus will begin a new chapter of self-reliance, of independence, of entrepreneurship and innovation.